welcome back. This is part of the garden that's not actually part of the garden. These are just plants that I have in containers because I didn't have space for them in the garden, or they were, in some cases, they're little extra plants that I couldn't bear to get rid of because I have a hard time parting with some things, maybe I'm a plant hoarder. So anyway, first off, we've got cherry tomato right here in a pot. Now, I actually have absolutely no use for cherry tomatoes. I don't eat them. But my neighbor across the street, who is a very sweet lady and has been very good friends to us since we moved into the house, loves them. And she has a concrete backyard. She got a pool and little deck, and she does grow containers of tomatoes for slicing and sandwiches, but never cherry tomatoes. So every year I buy a plant and I grow cherry tomatoes for her. She calls them her candy of the summer. And I got some rosemary. I love the smell of rosemary. And then this is a variety of plants here. I have zucchini. These are mini bell peppers, and I have some growing already. Look at those, are beautiful. More pepper plants. There's another zucchini back in here. Another fig tree. Got a lot of fig trees. This guy, this is El Presidente. He's actually a Peron tomato. He's an heirloom from Argentina. So I bought the seeds because one is from Argentina. So this is in honor of him. He's actually my biggest tomato plant I have growing so far this year. Absolutely gorgeous. The robins love to take a bath in here. Another fig. I have stories about our figs. I'll tell you about that later. This is our strawberry patch. Now, the birds keep eating whatever strawberries we get in here, so we put together this makeshift mesh thing to keep them out. And I have 2 tomato plants growing in here that, again, I couldn't get rid of the plants. Now, they're actually going to grow taller than this contraption that we built, but when they start getting to the top, I'll cut out spaces for the branches and leaves to grow outwards, so they'll come from there, and we can access it. I just put some string in front here, so you take the string off, you can lift these up, and then we can pick our berries and fix the tomatoes if I need any fixing up. But that's that little bed. And cross over the garden, not the garden, the lawn actually. I've got a cherry tree and some raspberry bushes. I have another zucchini here. Just needs water, but I should give that to him and trim off some leaves here. He's seen better days, trust me. He looked much better last night. I have some radishes that I grew earlier in the season. I'm letting these go to seed so I can collect the seeds from them because it's an heirloom plant. And I don't know what to do about the broccoli. I think I'll have to retry it again in the fall, because no matter how early I plant it, this is like, I think, the 2nd or 3rd year I've tried it, always bolts and I never get a broccoli. So I think this year I'm going to redo it again and have it grow towards the end of the season when we get the cooler weather, like late August, September, October. And I have some more peas growing back here. Here. I love peas right from the pod. And look at, how are those looking? Oh God, just so uncoordinated. Ooh, look at those. Those are beautiful. Snack time. I'll take you into the greenhouse. I'm going to be very careful though, because we've noticed that if you can see them, there's that guy up there. They've actually been trying to make a nest in here, and we've been trying to scare them away. We don't want them in here. They can pollinate all they want, but I don't want them living here. So the greenhouse, yeah, this is what happens when you forget to water your plants. So they're in rehab. They're still starting to get some more greenery, but they look like crap. I'm going to turn off the fan first before I continue on. The greenhouse is very hot during the summertime. Like right now, it's a very balmy 42 degrees in here, and that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. We are in Canada. So I keep the fan going most of the day to get some airflow and stuff in here. But I have 2 honeydews, and that's a watermelon. All of these are a variety of hot peppers. I have the long red cayenne, excuse me, long red cayenne. I have jalapeno, sweet banana, Hungarian yellow wax. And down here I have 2 more watermelon plants. I have tons in the garden, but these were leftovers, so wasn't going to throw them out. Put them in here, see what happens. And these are actually a variety of cantaloupe called Minnesota Midget. One may not live. This one still looks very healthy, but we'll give it a shot. Everything deserves a chance. These were the last of the leftover tomato plants I had here. So I have, there's 5 different types. I have a San Marzano, an Amish paste, and a Rio Grande, which those are the paste tomatoes. And then this is a Costoluto Genovese, and this is a Pantano Romanesco, my Italian tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes. Some more, these were leftover zucchini plants too. A citrus plant that's in rehab because he wasn't doing very good, and some more zucchini plants. They're yeah, whatever. Let's just move on. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm just going to turn the fan back on in here, get the air back into the greenhouse. One still has to fix my walkway to the back here. So I have 2 towers of potatoes. These are russet tomatoes, the nice baking ones. They're starting to get their flowers. What we did with these are just, it's the wire mesh that they use actually for like when they're making concrete pads and stuff like that. So we bought them, you put them into a circle, and then you start layering with straw, soil, you put your cut potatoes, and you keep doing the layer. So there's 3 layers of plants in each of these, and they're actually doing way better than we thought. We did this last year, and we did get potatoes, but we didn't get as many as we thought we would, so we thought, okay, let's try it again, and I tweaked it a bit, and it seems to be doing great, actually. This is quite, that? I don't know. Oh, that's it. That is, okay. It's dying off, but that's okay. They do die off eventually. And then I have more russet tomatoes here. This is I tried different ways to grow potatoes this year, 3 different ways. So there's the towers, which are 3 levels of potatoes with, with straw and soil. This one, I started with, I put a bit of soil like to about here, and then I put my potatoes in, covered them with soil. I let the leaves grow, and as they, they got to about 6 inches tall, I kept putting in soil, so they kept growing up and up and up. So now they're pretty much filled with soil, whatever. So I did it that way for this one. And there were also tomato plants on the other side of the deck, which I just did the standard way. I put soil in the potting, in the grow bags, and then I put the potatoes in it, put the soil in, and just left it like that. So, 1 layer of soil and potatoes, multiple layers of soil over the potatoes as they grow, and then, of course, the towers. My beautiful compost bins will spare you what they look like inside, because it's just dirt. And, see, when you water your flowers, this is what they look like. Juan just made this deck off his shop. It's quite nice. Eventually we might have a pergola. Oh, see over there? Those are the potato plants that I just did, you put them in and you put the soil on, water them, let them go. They look really nice too. And this is one of Juan's citrus plants. It actually has a lemon. And there's another lemon growing here. There's another lemon up there. Doesn't look like it can support much more, but it keeps insisting on trying. See, you water your plants, they look like this. So anyway, that's the tour of the garden. Glad you could join me. This is where I spend my time. This is where I like to do my summers. And the greenhouse. There'll be stuff being done in there in the wintertime. We're planning that out too. But anyway, hang out with me more if you like. No pressure. You got nothing better to do? Come take a look at my garden. When I have nothing better to do, or even when I have things better to do, but I don't want to do them, I come out here anyway. But thanks for hanging out today, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.